Bitcoin is broken out of this head and shoulders pattern, but is there hope in the daily time frame for the Bitcoin bulls? Let's talk about that. Yes, we've broken out of this head and shoulders pattern on the 4-hour time frame, as we can see. Like this is where the pattern forms. You can see this in your chart, and this is where we broke out. We can zoom in and see this green candle shows us a confirmation breakout where we come back up to the previous support of the neckline, retest it, and get rejected off of it, meaning that we turn that previous level of support into resistance. And we got that follow through. We got a nice big fat red candle coming in here, which is great for short positions. And we have on the 4-hour time frame, okay, on the 4-hour, decent volume. The target for this one, if I clear the volume from the chart, is visibly at 105,000 US dollars. That's from the neckline to the head. And we are halfway through that position, but two things are important, and they're all on the daily time frame. Let's go over here. Number one is pulling up the VPVR. We can see the traded volume is coming in to this current price level and supporting us. If I get a trend line in like this, this current price action is being supported, and it's in confluence with that VPVR volume cluster. But then just below it, we have a gap in the VPVR, which means we haven't got a lot of traded volume there. And if we do break this current price level, then we would expect to move quite rapidly towards the price target, which is at 105,000 US dollars, but also in confluence with the next largest traded volume cluster on the VPVR, which is all good signs for our price target and the speed at which we can get to that price target. But it all depends on breaking this current price level at 110,000 US dollars and closing below it, closing below this level, which is 100. Well, we're at 110 pretty much now, but we have to close below 109,000 US dollars on the daily time frame, closing that candle. And why would I expect us to reach that price target quite quickly? Not only is it the VPVR gap, but also I'm going to pull up something pretty interesting. If I get our curve tool, and you can draw this on your chart, we're going to put a curve level of support ranging from April to where we are now, and we'll be able to see that is the support line of a long-term curved channel. Look at this. So 109,000 US dollars isn't only the level of support where we see that volume cluster come in, but also it is a much more significant daily support trend line, okay, forming this channel that we've been in. So that's why I think both this level of support is really strong, but therefore, because of its strength, once we break it and we close below in the day time frame, we should expect a massive move towards the downside. Usually when we see a breakout in addition to a break in the volume trend after we've been declining, that is when all the indications are for us to go into our short position or a long position if the inverse is the case. So that's Bitcoin. I'm going to close out this video with one last thing, and that is our Cardano position, our ADA position. We were looking at the daily rising wedge last time, and we were anticipating a break towards the downside with a confirmation retest, and we got both of those things, and now we are on our way to our price target of 50 cents, a 30% position. So there's an update on that one. If you want to get involved in this one, it would be a low leverage position because we are already 5 to 10% matured in this trade, so it would be like a 3x leverage position, but you can still get involved in it. And the profit taking areas for this one would be at the 0.618 coming up here, which is at 70 cents is where I'd be taking profits on this one. At least half of my profits. So that brings us to the end of the video. If you did enjoy, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time.